Hello everybody, welcome back. I have a feeling we will be finishing Forbidden West tonight. So let's get in the base, get up to the control room, see what Tilda's plan is, and get this going. Oh, sad reacts only for Varl. Varl. Varl.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us.
Yes.
Is there anything I should handle before that?
Well, why don't we connect all the drones? Since we are here.
There we go. All drones are reconnected to the dome now.
Ah, San Francisco. Beautiful, actually. Nice spot they chose to capture. Where that drone is flying around just outside of landfall. Alright, let's do this. Aw.
Alright, people. I need you up in the control room, right away.
Ahoy, Mr. Drew. Welcome
everyone.
back.
We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
Alright, let's see this.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest.
I had a feeling
I
this
can
was the
get us
final
inside.
mission.
To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top.
Of course they are.
But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay.
I would agree with that, Mr. Drew.
I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
This whole addition of,
You too?
like, this squad and
minute?
base just seems so Mass Effect-y, and even this is giving off, like, suicide mission vibes from Mass Effect 2. Even though, you know, there's probably not going to be, will you make it with everyone alive,
Tilda
or will
helped
you
me
make
get
it
in
with
touch
everyone
with
dead?
Beta,
It'll all be
and
scripted.
she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why?
Sneaky and crafty.
What
I
am
like
I
it.
trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
That was very smart, the way that she paired them up for, like, a side mission. I like that. I like that touch. Oh, you're totally going to talk to them all before we left. I mean, that's mandatory. But yeah, no, like, especially when we were talking with Tilda at the end of last night's stream, like, that's one thing that really kind of stood out to me about the Zeniths. It was just like, really, it is hubris that is going to kill them all.
Remember, we need to get Silent weapon to the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shields down.
I'll be gentle with it. I promise.
Good. Without it, there's no payback.
Oh, there'll be
That's
payback.
all I think about.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. You just saved my butt a couple of times now. It wouldn't feel right to leave it behind. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look.
Cute.
Varro made the right call, you know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varro. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. How you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got around to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
Yeah, sure, why the fuck not? Tell us a story, buddy. Having a drink with you is much better than playing Strike. We will never play Strike. What a great thing to replace Strike with, a drink. In fact, a little bit of a drink left, we can have it together.
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course.
Did you bring the booze, Aaron?
Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Duran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Duran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa
Awesome.
said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
That's actually a pretty awesome story.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
See you at the battle, my friend.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. Everyone here, training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
Aaron told us how you tracked down the Oseram supplying Regalla with machines. In fact, he's quite adamant about relating the tale at least twice a day. But I can tell it meant a lot.
It was
that you
an
asked for
epic
his help.
defeat on her
I
behalf.
wouldn't have been able to track them down if it wasn't for him. You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad. I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
Okay, now this is starting to sound a little bit more suicide mission-y. Unless it's all scripted. But yeah, total Mass Effect vibes.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky.
Maybe make a few extra backups of Apollo, if you know how.
Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our best. We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and love. We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do.
I really do actually appreciate just how much of the main cast is fucking gay. It's refreshing.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old? Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katala will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try and keep that in mind.
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
And even the ones who aren't clearly gay, Mr. Drew, are very obviously bi-coded. Except for Erend. Erend might be the token straight guy. Varl too. But even they were awesome straight men.
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned.
Although,
But it doesn't
Erend's a bit
matter.
too wacky to be a straight
All that
man.
remains is to follow you to the end. Whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together. And I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm, before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Oh? Are we gonna go, like, have a quick sparring match with Katalo before we get to the mission, then? Is that the plan? Because I'm for that.
Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove.
I'd have a
among
quickie with
the most
Katalo.
distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored. I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
All right, you.
There you are. Would you like to continue our chat?
No. No, we actually have nothing else to say to you.
I should be going.
I'll be making final preparations.
Just you wait, Varl.
Did you need something?
We're taking those space ones.
Something else?
Nope. Just don't try to fuck us.
I'll be going.
As you wish.
All right. And with that, let's get on with it.
Snow falling. Well, only a matter of time.
Okay, where is this Tremor Tusk site, first off? Or is that even something we can do? Doesn't sound like it. What? No. Yep. Okay. Well, in that case. Alright. May as well put it there. Alright, rendezvous point it is. I was hoping for a quickie with Katalo. Alright. It does kind of bug me that you can't go above the rain clouds. I think that would be really cool. But then again, it isn't really overcast. The sky does weird things in this version of the Earth. It's all very pretty, but weird. If I could remember where the actual Tremor Tusk site it is on the map, since it's not showing me, like, a thing for it, I would definitely go and see if that was a possibility. Like, it was near the Sky Clan, right? Like... No, it wasn't there. And it wasn't that. Yeah, I have no recollection of where it was, so. Katalo, you'll just have to practice on that Termitas site on your own. We'll spar another time.
Don't want to get lost up here. I should head down.
Again, it's a very weird variation of ceiling that they have for this map. Like, some parts are like, where you know, it's like, no, I can go higher than this, because there are mountains higher than where you're telling me the ceiling is. Like here. Man, this allows us to cover this distance, like, super duper fast compared to, like, honestly, how it would be done on foot or even with a ground, like, land mount. I mean, I know I complain about there being a lack of an afterburner button to make this thing go at, like, breakneck speed, but it really does make travel time a breeze. Are we meeting by that Horus? I think we are.
There. Rendezvous point. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think I'd landed on this beach before. Or come across it, but yeah, that's... I think I said it, like, some point last night or the night before, like, the whole aesthetic with the Horuses around the landscape is just like, mwah. Love it. If you proceed past this point, you'll be locked into Singularity, and the open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. Had a feeling. No way back. We need to hammer this home. Don't worry, I feel I did pretty much everything.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point.
And I didn't.
It's
but
time
I
to
feel
rescue
like I
Beta and
did.
Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Wait until daytime. So it's a daylight assault, huh?
Aloy,
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
And she just
Are
had
we
to
all
make an
here?
entrance.
Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I'm surprised that it's Aaron carrying it,
I wish there
not
was a
Silence,
less
but
pungent way to get way inside the base.
bit of a sulfur smell, I guess. But then again, I guess they don't trust Silence enough to hold the weapon. I like that Zoe has a battle headdress too.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be Spectres guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only. Aloy. We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right? As long as you hold up your end. We will. See you soon. Be careful.
Alright, she kind of whispered something to
Let's go.
Beta that Tilda and we don't really know what it was yet.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
I think that was the most worried I have ever heard him
Company.
sound.
Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Fire won't do much.
Oh. Spectres, plural.
That's the quick way to take it down.
No, I wasn't doing a lot of damage.
Let's get into this. Live
Erend.
long, kill your out.
A moment before it thaws.
Now we're talking.
Whoop. I hit it. Oh, I'm on a wall, aren't I?
Need to get my stamina.
Oh boy. Okay.
I need some help here.
Ow.
Now we're talking. Oh, they felt that one. This thing needs melting down. That's not getting back up. Let's smash these machines.
Okay.
I think we got it.
I think you're right.
Woo! We didn't even get to sing a song as we went through the tunnel. It just
Find
skipped
anything?
to the
Yeah.
from the beach to the island. Yeah, gonna need to stock up a little bit after that. Volatile sludge again. Yay, some volatile sludge. Just what I needed.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
We should move on.
Where are we wanting to go? Up there?
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way across.
Okay.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight, you choose.
Ain't using shotgun though.
Ah. Probably head over there.
How about this? Leave it here then. Not fear. It'll do.
Probably over there.
Pick it up. Need it.
Tired yet? Made it through without a fight.
Yeah. Clear those weeds.
Yeah, we don't need to waste all of our resources on specters right at the beginning.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
Okay.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds.
Well,
I
this one's...
guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh, yeah. Good times.
More specters. I'll attack when you...
3 of them, too.
Plasma can work fine.
Where are we trying to go? We're that way, I guess?
I grab it if you need it. Bottoms up.
He's taking his drink to get
Anytime you're
ready.
Here, up this rock.
Up that rock? Ah. Well, those guys were really easy to avoid. Playing this like a sneaking mission, like I'm infiltrating
We're gonna
Shadow
have to climb around this
Moses.
corner.
I'll try not to complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
How did he get in front? Spectre up there, another Stormbird. They did kill... There were a hell of a lot of machines on this island.
How many specters does the Zenith have?
Oh, fuck.
More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
Send you back to the fort. You aren't winning this battle.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position. A moment while I ignite the charges.
Looks like the others have things under control.
Oh, that thing is in a bad spot.
Hey, machine.
You make use of that weapon.
How about you shoot it with its own weapon?
How about I just shoot it?
Come on, up the slab.
Trying to shoot it with its own weapon was proving to be very annoying. Hey, nanotech. Really does look like the Avengers base.
Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
Oh, she took over their, she took over one of the spawning chambers. It's just making big...
Very clever.
That's good.
You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Awesome.
Come on. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Quite the climb. Oh, there we go. Oh.
That big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
That'd have made it nice and easy.
I think they can handle it.
Oh, hi!
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Oh, I hit that one in the right spot. That was a bad shot. Damn it. Thanks for stealing the kill and doing nothing else other than that, Aaron. Jesus.
Any good loot?
A little.
Guess we go under the bridge. Ah.
This way.
Big jump. To the right, I think.
Yep, that's getting us closer.
And now to the left.
Very cute.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one? Here we go. Live long, kill your ass.
It didn't like that.
Damn it! Over here! Good job I stashed some berries, huh? Aloy, use this!
Unsettling.
As do I.
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
Over here, Aloy.
Sweet. Oh, hey, Silence.
This way.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
Yeah, looking at it from afar, it was kind of interesting, but like seeing it up close, it's actually even cooler. Like, yeah. Just the way the spheres are rippling.
Yeah, this place is gonna come down around our ears.
All the more reason for speed.
There's a guy who doesn't have to carry much.
Whoa. Okay, that ground is trippy.
Yeah, well, when that happens, this thing on my back better work.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Catalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Yeah, I'm digging the aesthetic here. I didn't even see Zoe was with us. Oh, there they are. The real COs.
Now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Convenient that they're all together for this.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Yes. Okay, yes, that's great.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond
Is
our
her shield
We gotta
broken
go through
too?
there.
It looks like her shield is broken
I
too.
failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Yeah, it's true. He does have kind of a Bezos, Lutherish look, that Gerard. Maybe he's a Lutheran.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
She could have delivered that line a little bit better. Like, that was frickin' epic, though.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, we're... Die, I see. Filth. Apologies for that.
Imagine being like 2,000 years old and then you die by being eaten by a giant robot bat. I know. Like, it's fantastic. Is this the end of zombie Shakespeare? Like I said,
An elevator.
their own hubris be what killed them. You think we're all supposed to be scared? We gathered in a group around a giant EMP. Oh shit, we're scared. Ooh, yep, I've been waiting for this fight.
We got some unfinished business, little girl.
Oh, I'm gonna kick his ass.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Yes,
Trust
you do.
me. You're gonna wish you had one.
Ah, it's not the same as being.
Oh.
And he doesn't even get the honor to be robot food. Okay.
I'm taking you down.
Oh, he is very much adhesive proof. Okay. Fire. Gotcha.
Much better.
Hey!
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
Not much without your shield, are you?
Oh, yeah!
Bye.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
How fitting.
Now we're having fun, right?
Hey, she did say she wanted to be one to kill him.
In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're all right.
I mean, technically she is not Aloy's sister. But if that's what they're gonna go with, then that's what they're gonna go with.
Looks like the machines and specters have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including a lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. He'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Aha.
Is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few Spectres.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah.
Yep. He's dead.
Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out.
Are we setting up for a Horizon 3 already? I mean, I heard rumors recently like that it's already in development, and that does not shock me. But like, is this sequel baiting already? Damn. I'm just enjoying taking in this architecture. Like, such a departure from everything else we've seen in this game, too. It's actually really cool. And they did manage to make it feel like Alien while still being human. Like, it's an interesting effect. Okay. I don't think I go that way. Still wondering what the hell all those are. Like, are those supposed to be like power generators, or? We gotta be climbing. Ah! Ah. There we are. It's just a really nice view, I'm gonna say. Alright. Ah! Well, that works. All right.
End of the line.
I wonder what kind of structure was on this island that they built their base into. Whoa.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. drones are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
What did they create on Sirius that was the catastrophe?
Look.
Hello, audio boy.
Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical.
A swarm?
Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Hello, Bezos. We don't even get to kill him, really? Betrayed by the Dutch!
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
Oh.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door! Submit, Aloy. You can't win. No!
Yes, I can.
I've heard that before.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I gotta scan that thing first. I gotta get all that armor before I can do some damage.
Ow.
Activate!
Damn it.
I can target its gold plating.
Target active!
I'm not giving up.
A Bernie sensation.
Stop! I thank you!
Ha! Those gold plates are vulnerable. Oh, that thing's fast. Armor's up.
Full power!
Okay.
You're not taking me, Tilda!
Oh, we're out of blast plate. Okay.
Well, that did something.
Execute attack pattern Sigma!
Very Sigma.
You thought this would be easy?
No, I didn't think it would be... Well, let's put it this way. I didn't think I'd die, but
It's quick.
I thought it would take a bit longer,
I'll shut you
actually.
down.
So, yeah, I thought this would be harder.
Let us end this!
Look here, with your laser tits. Like, I'm not wrong in thinking that. She, like, folded her arms and her tits started shooting those lasers, right?
You can only endure so much!
You're right. That's why we're switching to explosives. Oh dear.
Good.
Plasma.
Soon we will be all that is left of the human race!
Well, You won't.
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
So, Horizon 3, Stop Nemesis. She not pulling a final, like, wait, I still function like Megatron?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the Rebel Army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything?
Well, he does
Stay.
consider himself to be above everyone.
Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
Wait, so they're letting
She
him
looks
take
okay.
Apollo?
She looks victorious.
They're letting Silence take Apollo and leave?
As always.
Really?
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Okay, good.
Does anyone
'Cause
else
for
need
a
a
second,
drink?
I thought they were
Not if
letting
it's
him
that
leave with
ale of
Apollo.
yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
What, the drink or the nap?
I
Or
hope it's
both?
over this time.
Oh, Aaron. You always know how to say the right thing. That was a nice, with the blue hues everywhere, that was a nice shot there.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle.
Is that Regala's corpse? Like, who are they burying?
The ingenuity to solve any problem.
Yeah, they're only leaving because I found their telemetry guide to let them...
To overcome any obstacle.
Oh, but they're leaving a contingent behind, and Alva decided to stay. Okay.
And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid.
I wonder if we'll ever get to go to the claim.
What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
I have a pacifist, neurotic version of me that I can call a sister now. Do I control this? No, I do not. Alright, well. Kind of goes up. Like, it kind of had nowhere else to go other than off the rails. But it did so in a fun way. I did really enjoy that. The sequel baiting is a little bit too hard, and the zeniths were a little bit anticlimactic. But, again, when you start as off the rails as corporate dudes from outer space who were immortal and left this planet 1,000 years ago have returned, you kind of have nowhere, like, you have nowhere to go but the absolute absurd. But still, very fun. No real challenge, but I was playing on normal. But you know what? After all the challenging games that I do play, it's nice to be able to have a relax game where I can just be like, I can just take in beautiful scenery, a fun story, cool characters, absolutely almost mind-numbingly easy game that I can just enjoy. That's what these are to me. And very, very fun for that. Can't wait to finally play the Burning Shores. And then once we're done with the Burning Shores, well then, I guess we're waiting until Horizon Nemesis comes out. But yeah, I wonder if they ever will take us to the claim, because of all of the tribes now, we've seen the Nora lands, we've seen the Karjas lands, we've seen the Banuk lands in the Frozen Wilds, we've seen the Tanakh and Utaru lands, but we haven't ever seen the claim, and of course we haven't been overseas to see what the Quen come from, but just kind of funny that one of the original tribes from the first game is one of the only ones where you didn't actually get to see where they came from and exactly how their society was honed in like the same way as like the Karja or the Nora or anything like that. But yeah, no, that was definitely a lot of fun. Oh boy. Skip. Give me a post-credit scene if you have one, or just let me back into the... There we are. Congratulations on completing the main game. Aloy's story will now continue in the Burning Shores DLC. Set in an entirely new area of the map with new quests, characters, machines, weapons, skills, tools, outfits, collectibles, and more. Aloy will be contacted shortly with next steps to begin the journey. You can also replay the game from the beginning in New Game Plus using New Game Start Plus. Point in the base. Okay, so that's what that plus is. Thank you for playing and enjoy the Burning Shores. Horizon Team. Right. Eh? Yes, the base is where we're at. What? Barren Light? The base. Yes, that's where we're at. And it's just her and Beta.
Aloy, a certain complication has come to my attention that we must discuss. I'll be waiting at Tilda's. It's proven to be a useful headquarters for my inquiries into the Zenith base. And don't worry, I haven't disturbed her precious art.
Fine. I'll be there when I can.
Festus Revisited, RCC. Data corruption minimal. So, we unleashed Festus on the Zenith printer matrix to whip up an army of machines to fight specters. And it worked. Great. But doing so meant we had to release Hef back into the wilds, where it will continue to be a major problem. Not so great. A little analysis / prognostication. Baz first. Hef will undoubtedly retreat back to the Cauldron Network, and it will undoubtedly attempt to fulfill the same malignant mission it has pursued since gaining sentience. Protect the terraforming system from predation by manufacturing combat machines to kill human hunters. Even worse, it will probably be stronger than ever before. Contact with the Zenith Network will likely have supercharged it, giving it access to new technologies, tools, and upgrades. And because it can learn and rewrite itself, there's no way it will fall for the same trick that defeated it before. So recapturing it at Cauldron Gemini is a non-starter. But there are some silver linings. Even though the merge with Gaia was aborted, she was able to copy over some of the original Hef code base. On top of that, Silence has extracted some extremely helpful data from the Zenith copy of Apollo. Combined, these developments should enable Gaia to exert significantly more influence over the terraforming system. She won't be able to take direct control of the machines or stop Hef from building combat units, but she estimates that by deploying a variety of workarounds, she can stabilize the biosphere within a year, so we won't all die, at least not before Nemesis arrives. In addition, she now has some of Hef's source code. We should be able to develop new strategies to contain it. It'll take time, of course, but round 2 is coming, Hef. And next time, I'll be ready for you. Beta.
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere.
We may not have a Festus, but I'm sure we can come up with something. I paid Varl's grave a visit earlier. Back at Gemini, he He tried so hard to protect me. He was my first friend. I still can't believe he's gone. Me too.
Alright, well, that is that for that. We should go see what Gaia is saying. Where the hell's the goddamn staircase? There it is. Burning Shores is a lot of fun, short but fun. Well, it'll be something that we start tackling tomorrow, that's for sure.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize. I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need.
Okay, that's it, huh? Alright then. Alright. Well, let us go find a campfire. Because I think this is where we are going to call this one. This has been that was a lot of fun. That was a really well put together, quick, easy final mission. Very high on spectacle. Very high on spectacle, I will say. $420 indeed.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Well, yes, let us come on down here.
Safe travels, champion.
You know what, actually, I may as well set us up for success for tomorrow. So,
You shouldn't miss.
because that's quite a travel. There. So now we are all ready to hit up the DLC. Actually, fuck. Depending on how I feel after having a little bit of a sesh with the boy, I might just come back and do a late night one. But I also might not. We will see. And if I don't, then we'll see y'all tomorrow. But thank y'all for tuning in. Always great to have you here. And we will see y'all next time. Good night.